game is called Arthalad, not Elkthalad. Yeah, your point. When do you ever play an RPG and say the... It's kind of like saying in an RPG, the main character is never the best character. There are very few exceptions. Trying to think of one off the top of my head. Tales of Symphonia. Tales of Symphonia, Lloyd is the main character. He's not the best character, he's just the main character. There are exceptions though, like Velvet is probably one of the best characters in Berseria. Tales of Arise, Alphen's not the best. Who plays a game and like... Main characters can be good, don't get me wrong, but who plays a game and ever picks their main character as the favorite? I'm just saying, main characters could be really fleshed out, but... Most games I play, my favorite character is never a main character. There are obviously exceptions, which I just named. Grandia 2 also has the best protagonist, but you know... Again, that's an exception. Lloyd is not the best character in RPGs. He's not a bad character, but he's definitely not the best. Especially as a protagonist. I don't dislike Lloyd, but comparing him to other characters, he's not that great. Plus, Raptor's not really the one to ask about Tales of characters, but you know. Raptor's opinions mean nothing to me about Tales of characters, because we... First of all, we disagree a lot. Second of all, you know. I think Lloyd is neat, but I don't really like... I think Kratos is the best character in Symphonia. I think Colette is also great and better than Lloyd. Maybe even Sheena, I would say, is better than Lloyd, personally. Presea is better than Lloyd, for sure. Trying to think what character would be worse than Lloyd. Probably Rain, just because, even though, well, Rain has her really fun Ruin Maniac moments. So, you know. I would even put Rain probably above Lloyd as well, because she has her fun moments. Even though Rain's character isn't fleshed out. Not like yours for SMT matter? Well, yeah, I only played 2 games. They probably don't. You played 0 Tales of games. I played 2 SMT games. My SMT opinions don't matter to you, because we both, You love Nocturne? Well, I just like Nocturne. Nocturne's like... Isn't Nocturne like one of your favorite SMT games? Nocturne's like... It's a fine game. I don't think it's a good game. I don't think it's an amazing game, though. Hey, die. I have the axe already. Die. Oh, beautiful. I do love the axe throw. It's so cool. Sure, oh no! Way to make these fights even longer. He just healed all of his health. Health. Oh, Bandai to port the Switch. Have you ever heard of Tales of Vesperia? Also, Tales of the Abyss is on 3DS, which you have a copy of, so... I get it, there are only 2 Nintendo Tales games, but you have two good Tales games available to you. It's number 5 for you. I mean, you played so many SMT games, so how would I know? Stop healing. This is already pretty long. 1 out of 16 doesn't count. First of all, there are 17 games. Second of all, I said Abyss and Vesperia. Abyss isn't on the Switch, but Abyss is on the 3DS, which you have a copy of. So you have 2 out of 17. If you want to get technical, Symphonia is a GameCube game. Which emulating is possible for GameCube. Ow. How dare you dodge? Yeah, I really, dude, the one thing I hate about this game, gameplay-wise, is the accuracy system and the leveling. Again, the leveling's not as bad as Arc the Lab 1, but I really hate missing a lot, and now they're healing. I really hate when you miss a lot and you're lower level. That's definitely my biggest problem with the gameplay here. Like, without a doubt. It's truly unfortunate. It makes the game beatable, but it just makes the battle take so much longer. You only played 10 SMT games? Wow, shocking. I think you're talking about SMT, where you said you completed 10 games. I don't know what else you'd be talking about. Die. Maybe I should use Deekbeck instead. Happy Beam might actually help me. I think I'm gonna bring Deekbeck here instead of Choco. It looks like the enemies don't respawn here, by the way. I like that. Hey. I already went there. I'm liking that the enemies don't respawn here. I mean, that does make it like, hey, you can't grind here once you're here, like point of no return, but also I like it because, you know, enemies respawning blows. Yeah, let's bring Deekbeck instead of Choco. Iga Sanya. Plus, Deekbeck can get XP that we could probably allocate, you never know. Plus, Divine Judgment is amazing. And so is Supernova. Sanya. I hate that the game constantly switches me out of Sanya. It makes me walk as whoever's first in my party. I should have put Sanya first in my party so I'm always walking as her. That would have been smart. I did not think about that. Oh, this looks new. Oh, a chest. 2 chests, in fact. Should use that on Arc. Elk was not the best person to use that on. He's already level 107 or something. Really had to guard that? I have I'm thinking about it right now as I'm going through this dungeon. I have very few complaints about this game. I can think of more complaints gameplay-wise than story-wise, which story-wise I have a few things to say. It's not perfect. I definitely have some things to say story-wise. They're not deal breakers though. The story has been still really good, no matter what. Well, yeah, let's do a transfer. Hey, dodge. Because if I talk about my review now, then the review is just going to seem pointless. So, you know, I'll hold my thoughts on the game for now. I'll leave you all with, hey, this game has been amazing. And it has me pretty excited about Arc the Lad 3. I did hear that Arc the Lad 3, like, this is like a... Like, Arc the Lad 3 is like, it's a sequel to the second game, but it's kind of like, it's set in the same world. But it's kind of set like it's like an actual sequel to the second game, since the second game was like an extension of the first. Like, it's gonna be like connected to the second game, but it's not gonna be like, hey, exactly, like, picks up where the second game picked up. But there'll be references, is what I heard. Which I'm glad there will be. Oh, these licks are really annoying with their healing, though. I hate it. Come on, dude. By the way, I did find the map on my guide, which is nice. Because a map is going to be really nice. Oh, a magic apple! I'm going to stock up on those. I'm going to need as much as possible. I'm really worried about what the final boss is going to be. Especially its level. More than anything. Die? Die, please. Yeah, I'm seeing that there's a lot of stuff about SMT not released in America. I didn't know that. I know Nocturne was like the first one, wasn't it? It was like the first one they released in America. I know the original ones weren't. Like back on the Famicom. Come on, Arc. You're the lad. You have to hit. Sonia's gonna be like, hey, transfer the whole time because they resisted dark. Which makes her shuffle shot kind of worthless. Sorry, chat, I was looking at something. Hopefully this castle doesn't take too long. I know I'm not necessarily saying like, hey, I want to be done with the game, but I really hope it doesn't take super long. Is my hope. I can't keep giving Elk these kills. If Elk hogs all the kills, the other characters are going to be under-leveled. They're already under-leveled, though. But still, Elk is hogging all the kills. I mean, he's the true lad. Arc may be the lad, but to me, Elk is the lad. Elk is amazing. I don't know if I actually like Ryudo or Elk more. I think I still like Ryudo more, but Elk is amazing too. Elk is like a easy, like really up there for good protagonist for me. Give me this. Ooh, Death Illusion for Sonya. Oh my goodness! Put that on immediately. Is there anything to raise your magic? Because I took the thing out. We also did get a Paolo nut, didn't we? Yeah, increases agility. Give this to Arc. Why not? So I'm gonna use my fruit. That's a magic apple? No, it's not. It's a magic apple? No, okay, they're all here. Perfect. I want to make sure my magic apples are organized. What did I just get? Because I have a map here, but I want to make sure I am... Okay, we just got the 1, 2, 3 treasures. So, let's try going this way. Yo, next time I go back, I'm gonna remember to put Sonya in the first slot so I can run as Sonya and the game doesn't keep changing me. Okay, try this. Happy Beam. Arc. Mainline's Nocturne Maniac was the first. Didn't get released in the US till the Apple Store. Apple Store? That was probably a dumpster fire. I also have to remember Deekbeck can heal as well. He has Cure, doesn't he? With the final power unit. I just remembered. Dude, I kind of hope this game doesn't take too quick to end, because then that makes ending on part 200 a lot easier. I guess that's the one reason I want it to take longer. Because I want there to be exactly 200 videos in this playlist. It'd be so nice. Theoretically, what part would this be? Like part 90, 191, I think? You'd have to go for like another 2 hours to make that happen, though. Unless I make the videos shorter to compensate. Point is, I'm doing my best to make that happen because it's going to be really cool. For me. Bum. Giant tornado. It got removed, so it's being back to Japanese exclusive. That's what I. That sounds plausible. Actually, wait, I'm dying. By the way, I kind of hate this field because now it's hard to get everyone together, and now they're all like all in the line. I have to rely a bit on magic casters here. And now Deekbeck can't reach anything. Hey, dude, how's it going? I'm gonna go over here. First, grab this. Fire stick. Like the Amazon product? No healing. Come on, dude. Oh, calm down. I'm doing it. Even though I probably shouldn't. 9 is the oddball. It's only Xbox SMT. There's an Xbox SMT? That's wild. Actually insane. That's like when they released Vesperia on the Xbox of all things. And it was like easily, and then they gave the PS3 port to Japan. And then finally we got Definitive Edition, which is the PS3 version. Alright, I gotta kill these licks first, because their healing is insanely annoying. I am now realizing. Wait, explode. There we go. Deekbeck, get some kills here. I need this Reaper guy dead. Bum. No, no guarding. Come on, dude. Can't have you living for much longer. Oh dear, insta-kill. Just what I need. It counted. Right, he died. Is my Crescent Axe like light? How am I insta-killing? Yeah, I need to see this. Give me elk. It is light. Okay, I wasn't sure. I'm not gonna die, dang it. You know what? Give elk a transfer. Please, I need you dead. I should have attacked. That doesn't do anything. Oh, Iga, thank you. Please, Iga, kill this stupid Reaper. Why'd you let me down? He's gonna freaking heal. Yep. Dude, this Reaper enemy sucks. It heals basically all of its HP, which I'm not down for. I'm against that. Hey, die? Hey, die, please? Thank you. Finally, a hit. But you should be low enough to die from, like, any attack now, I hope. If not, I'm gonna lose my friggin' mind. Let's see if I care. There we go. How much you have? 51? Ah, no, a Shuffle Shot's not gonna do it. You know what? Give Elk another... Oh, but Iga's here. Nah, we'll be fine. I'm gonna Shuffle Shot. Shouldn't have done level 3. Shuffle Shot, then Iga hits. Alright, 50. Never mind. He's good. He's good. Die. That enemy sucks. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing more of it, and it sucks. I hate that enemy. Just getting to basically heal all the HP back is really annoying. Especially in a game where it's like, hey, if you're lower level than the enemy, you miss a lot. Not fun. Need you dead. Die, please. Oh, that was annoying. Moving on. I should go back and heal. Eh. Thank you. Death Eraser. Dark Aura, okay.